So I think of maybe three basic things that I think students know, but to put in practice is kind of sometimes hard. One of them is to kind of think in advance which exams you have to prepare for and kind of backwards plan it. So how much time you want to study each week or each day leading up to the exams. Because I often hear students saying, oh man, I studied all night for an exam, and then they come to school, they look like they're dead on their feet, and I just feel like, oh, they're probably not going to do as well as they could have if they got a good night's rest and that they studied a little bit like each day to prepare for the exam. Another one is I hope that all students feel comfortable asking their teachers questions and for help if they need it. I find that, I've worked with our teachers for so many years now. They're all such great people, and I just feel that they're so willing to answer questions and to be supportive. But I feel that some students have to kind of reach out, and sometimes that feels uncomfortable, but I think that once you get started, you'll feel like, oh yeah, my teacher is someone I can really turn to ask questions and get help from. My third piece of advice is I know that the exam is really an assessment of your knowledge of the content, but being familiar with the test is always going to be helpful. So I think that maybe some students are like, why are we doing so many practice exams right now? But the purpose of it is so that you know what type of questions to expect, the time limit in which you can expect to answer them all in. And so just kind of have that mindset that when you have a chance to practice with your teacher, even if it's assessment for the class, to kind of be like, oh, this is how I'm going to prepare for my test, and these are questions I'm getting wrong, and to review those so that you're ready for the exam when it comes to the real AP exam.
My best advice is to prepare well, getting a good night's rest, drinking lots of water, things like that. I think that applies also for the exams coming up in May. These are important exams. Your scores will carry over or can carry over to colleges, so it's important that they do well. But at the same time, they also want to make sure that they're getting plenty of rest and not cramming last minute. That's an awful way to prepare, but giving yourself plenty of time to go over the content and get everything dialed in before they take the test.
One of the advice that I would give for students who are taking the mock exams would be to definitely get enough sleep the night before. I know that the night before is usually the time where everyone's cramming everything in, but being able to be rested is definitely helpful when it comes to your mental health. Being prepared and being rested is really important. Another thing that I would recommend is eating. Eating is very important because if you are on an empty stomach, that can also get you to not focus as well because you're constantly, thinking about food or you're hungry. And then lastly, another thing that I would recommend is talking to people. If you're feeling stressed out, if you're feeling overwhelmed, seeing somebody that you feel close to and talking to them about it rather than bottling all those feelings up.
But thank you for your efforts with that. Hopefully you have your passport still. So this
I think this year's PBL is pretty interesting, especially the students project. Students can get candies from these small games, and it's pretty fun. Also, I really like the movies. The movies students made are pretty well working and also interesting. Biggest difference is the time. Last year we only have afternoon, and this year we have entire days for the PBL, and I think that's good. That's better than last year because students can have more times to doing their PBL and visiting other people's PBL project. Also, the another new things is movie. Students just work on their movies, and yeah, that's pretty good.
Hi, what's your name?
Yeah.
So, how do you think about this year's PBL?
Quite good. Have movies and other fun stuff on each PBL Fair.
So, which is your favorite part at PBL?
My favorite part is the movie film festival and like some of the fairs that which mix game.
So, which one is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. No comment.
No comment? Okay, thank you.
Hi, Chris.
Hello.
We all know you made a great PBL in Mr. V's class. Could you please briefly introduce Mr. V's regional economic classes PBL project?
So our economic project, basically we're saying about the immigrants and California's agriculture. The immigrants affect a lot in California's agriculture area.
What do you think students can learn through our PBL?
I think the student can understand how the immigrants are working to replace the agriculture jobs, and they're making the agriculture more fashion, and they're making everyone in California can eat the fresh fruit and keep the food price stable, and they're really influence the California's economic agriculture growth.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Although he was a Republican, he was the only governor in U.S. history